You're hyped for a game, spend weeks following it, and when it finally comes out, it all turns to shit. In this Top 5, we talk about the worst video game launches in the history of gaming. Get ready for some epic fails.
I did try, but my father was adamant.
Your father?
Go, I'll distract them.
We all matured. We all made a lot of mistakes.
Ubisoft actually had to mention the terrible launch of Assassin's Creed Unity in a video just to get fans back on board for Assassin's Creed Syndicate.
Some people took it personally, some people took it upon themselves that, they made mistakes. At the same time, I do feel for the fans who felt somehow that it didn't meet their expectations.
Unity was so broken at launch, it required a 40 gigabyte patch, which basically replaced the entire game. This patch came after a month of apologies and quick fixes. However, the hilarious bugs of Assassin's Creed Unity will probably haunt Ubisoft forever.
The worst thing that can happen actually when you release a game is to have one of your bugs becoming the front cover of the entire internet.
And with the team at 22 Cans, with your help and your direction, recreate the entire God game genre.
Game developer Peter Molyneux is known for making promises he can't keep, but he really outdid himself with the launch of Godus. His so-called epic return to the God game genre had almost none of the features that were promised to Kickstarter backers.
I'd love it to be a war of 10 gods versus 10 gods. No, 20 gods versus 20 gods. Just imagine the bedlam.
I made some horrendous mistakes.
It was even worse for the winner of the Godus app contest. He was promised a life-changing experience, and after months of waiting, the developers finally invited him over to play the game for 3 hours before taking him to the local pub. Life-changing indeed.
I apologize to everyone for the mistakes that I've made, and you have been harsh, and please continue to be harsh.
It has begun.
The whole world was waiting on the epic return of the Diablo series, and when Diablo III finally came out, almost nobody got to play it. The now infamous Error 3007 meant that Blizzard servers were crapping out. You couldn't even play the single-player campaign because of the always-online piracy protection. All players could do was read the instruction manual and fantasize about actually being able to play the game. It doesn't get any more anticlimactic than that. Always Online was also the thing that completely ruined the launch of SimCity back in 2013. It took EA one entire week before players were able to finally get into the game. They messed up so bad that they later apologized by giving away free copies of their other big titles.
Complete and utter disaster.
It didn't help that SimCity itself was pretty disappointing and got completely blown away by the budget title Cities Skyline in 2015.
Because I'll tell you what, I'm not getting my 2D side-scrolling fill. And at the end of the day, even if it's not perfect, it's better than nothing. At least that's my opinion.
The enemy has dropped the ball. The enemy has dropped the ball.
The launch of Batman Arkham Knight on PC is one of the worst things that ever happened to gamers. The game released was so broken that thousands of negative reviews forced Warner Bros. To remove it from sale almost immediately. They offered refunds and even recalled physical versions from stores, as if they tried to remove evidence from a crime scene.
Alfred, we can add a third victim to the list.
This is becoming rather ghastly, sir.
It took 4 months of patching before they dared to start selling the game again. And even then, they gave gamers the option to get a full refund at any time. That's how much they realized they messed up.
Pig. Not good enough. Oh, never good enough, so...
Were you the victim of any of these terrible video game launches? Share your stories in the comments. And don't forget to leave us a like before you go.
You will share in the success of the product. Every time people spend money on Godus, you will get a small piece of that pie.
Ooh, that's so bad, that just made me cringe. Whoa, when it's coming out, you just can't believe it's coming out. And it's just like, there's a point of no return, man. You can't even retract that bullshit. God, it's like a demon takes over your mouth.